Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Marilyn with Fabulous Designs on a Budget. And if you like home decor, tablescapes, DIYs, and shopping hauls, and creating beautiful homes without breaking the bank on a budget, you are definitely on the right channel. So guys, are you struggling with what meals to prepare every day with this pandemic? We know that most of us are cooking in the home these days. So are you struggling with what to prepare? Well, I have a solution. We are teaming up, the Sister Circle, with Denise Jordan of This and That, Denise Jordan, and Kenya from Kenya's Decor Corner, and we are doing a quarantine cooking at home with me cooking series for 5 weeks. Now this will be uploaded every Wednesday in May at 7 p.m. and we will show you guys some delicious recipes to try while we're going through this quarantine and cooking at home. So if you guys would like to see what I'm cooking up in the kitchen, keep watching. So for today's meal, I'm going to be doing a pot roast with carrots and potatoes, and I'm going to be preparing that in the crock pot. So I have my roast here that I cleaned off real good, and you kind of want to make sure you get one that has like a lot of veins in it, because that makes it more tender and juicier when you cook it in the crock pot. You're going to need, so this is about 3 carrots diced up, and here I think this is about five potatoes, and you're also going to need some celery. I use 1 stalk of celery, which I might add another one, and a half an onion. And you're going to need beef broth instead of water. You can use water if you like, but I'm going to be using beef broth for extra flavor. You're also going to need some olive oil to actually sear your pot roast first. You're also going to need 1 pack of onion soup mix and your seasoning, salt, pepper, meat tenderizer. You want to start out by heating some olive oil in the pan, and then you're going to add your roast in, and you're going to sear that. You want to sear that on all sides, and then you're going to add it to your crock pot. Searing it gives it a little bit more flavor because you're kind of searing your seasonings into the meat. So after you lightly brown it on one side, you're just going to flip it over. You're not trying to overcook it. You're just trying to get a light brownish sear onto it. I don't know if the color is actually picking up here, but you can kind of see some of the brownish hues on there. So you just kind of cook that lightly and check it and see if you need to flip it. So it's starting to look like that. You can see that one little section there that caramelized really good. So it's kind of a little heavy to stand up on its side. So I'm going to take it over and transfer it into the crock pot. So now that I put it in the crock pot, I even poured the juices that were the dripping, the pan drippings. I poured it over the roast as well. So then you're going to want to add your onion soup mix. And you're just going to lightly sprinkle that all over your roast for that little extra added flavor. And then next, I'm going to be adding my potatoes. You just want to put your potatoes. Now I didn't add, I previously seasoned my roast with meat tenderizer, salt and pepper. You can actually wait until you have your meat and potatoes in the crock pot if you like, and season it then. But you're gonna add all your potatoes. And the reason I don't just dump the bowl of potatoes, because it has that water in the bottom from where they were draining, and I don't want that water in my mixture, that potato water. Now you can take your skins off or leave your skins on. I cleaned my potatoes real good so I could leave the actual skins on. And that's a lot of potatoes. I think I can save some of those. And then you're gonna add your carrots. It's been a long time since I had a good pot roast, so I was in the mood for one, and I decided that's what I was going to cook. Now I am also doing a quarantine cooking series, and it's quarantine cooking at home with me. Every Wednesday, me and a group of ladies, the Sister Circle. So I would love it if you would tune in to that video every Wednesday for 4 weeks. Now I could have actually used this meal for part of that series, but I just thought I'd come on and cook a little something today. And next you're gonna add your onions and your celery. To the crock pot. That's looking pretty. So this will make enough to eat off for lunch, dinner, actually throughout the week. Let's see, today is Sunday, so maybe by Wednesday. Let's see. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's very colorful. So now I'm going to measure out a cup of beef broth. So I'm going to be adding actually a cup and a half. I might just add more because this was a pretty big roast. I think I'm going to add 2 cups total. And if you want, you can just eyeball it and add the amount of liquid you want. I like mine nice and juicy. So that's it. We have everything in the crock pot. We have our roast. And I don't know if I mentioned, you might want to spray your crock pot with some Pam before adding everything in. We have our roast nicely seared and seasoned. We have our potatoes, carrots, celery, and our red onions. You can use whatever type of onions you want. And the beef broth for extra beef flavor. So I'm going to cook that on high for 5 to 6 hours. After 5 hours, I'll come back and check and see how it's going. So you're gonna put the lid on and go sit down, relax, and come back later. So it's been about 3 hours and everything is cooking along really well. The vegetables are starting to look a little tender, but I think it probably needs about another 2, maybe 3 hours. Again, I'm cooking it on high heat at 6 hours, and ignore that crud. but that's definitely gonna make me wash that crock pot. So this is what it's looking like, and I can't wait. It smells so good. So guys, here is the look of the final dish of my pot roast with carrots and potatoes. It came out really nice. You can actually see the smoke coming from it. I just took it out of the crock pot and plated it up. It tastes really good. I did do a little sample beforehand. So this is my quarantine cooking at home with me. This is a collab being hosted by the Sister Circle. I had did this previously when I started out, and then I decided, hey, I need a meal for the quarantine cooking series. So I decided to do my pot roast with potatoes, carrots, and some celery and onions mixed in, and this is how it turned out. It's delicious. I'm going to get ready and dig in. So this is a 4-week series. This is week number 2, so we still have 2 weeks to go, and I hope you will come back and join me for my next 2 meals. Upload this every Wednesday. It's being hosted by This and That with Denise Jordan, Kenya's Decor Corner, and the Sister Circle. So I hope you guys will go over to all of the channels, watch the playlist, and get some inspiration on creating some meals while we're in this quarantine. Guys, stay blessed, be safe. Bye now.